Welcome back. Today we're diving into a topic that touches everyone: stress. Most people think of stress as something internal. Maybe it's about workload, emotions, or just a busy mind. But there's another layer we often overlook: the environment around us. The spaces we move through each day, streets, buildings, traffic, and even the amount of open space, send subtle signals to our brains. Urban design isn't just about organizing cities. It quietly shapes whether our daily lives feel calm, rushed, or overwhelming. As we explore this idea, you'll see how the world outside your door can influence your nervous system, often without you realizing it. Let's look at how our surroundings play a bigger role in stress than we might expect. Brains are constantly scanning the environment, even when we're not aware of it. Visual clutter, loud sounds, crowds, and fast movement all demand our attention and keep our nervous system slightly activated. In busy, overstimulating places, this alertness doesn't turn off easily. Over time, this constant background activation can build up into chronic stress, even if we don't feel obviously anxious. The brain's job is to keep us safe, so it's always on the lookout for signals. Sometimes, city life sends too many at once. This means that stress can quietly accumulate, not because of a single event, but because of the ongoing demands of our surroundings. Let's see how this plays out in everyday urban life. Navigating dense urban spaces means making countless small decisions: dodging people on sidewalks, timing street crossings, and keeping personal space. Each of these micro decisions might seem minor, but together, they add up and raise our cognitive load. When this mental effort is constant, it leads to faster mental fatigue and can make us more irritable, even if nothing dramatic happens. The city's pace and density quietly wear us down, making patience harder to maintain. This is why, after a day in a crowded environment, you might feel drained without knowing exactly why. The mental toll of city life is real, and it's shaped by the design and flow of the spaces we move through. Urban noise is more than just a distraction. It affects both mind and body. The constant hum of traffic, sirens, and construction keeps the nervous system from fully relaxing. Even if you feel like you've gotten used to the noise, your body still responds with subtle increases in heart rate and stress hormones. Over time, this means rest is less restorative and stress lingers in the background. The body's stress response is triggered by noise, even when the mind tries to tune it out. This ongoing tension can make it harder to recover and can raise your baseline level of stress, making city life feel more exhausting than it needs to be. Urban design can either help us move smoothly or create constant friction. Good design, like clear signage, predictable layouts, and easy transitions, reduces stress by making movement feel intuitive. When spaces are confusing, with unclear intersections or inconsistent pathways, we have to stay extra alert. This vigilance isn't always obvious, but it shows up as tension and fatigue. The difference between flow and friction in a city is often invisible, but it has a real impact on our mood and stress levels. When nothing feels easy, stress rises quietly, even if nothing goes wrong. Let's see how nature can help balance this out. Natural elements in cities, like trees, parks, and open spaces, send powerful safety signals to the brain. Even small patches of greenery offer visual rest and help reduce sensory overload. When cities lack green space, the nervous system stays in a more defensive state, and stress can build up faster. Access to nature, even in small doses, helps the brain relax and recover from the constant demands of urban life. This is why spending time in a park or simply seeing trees from a window can make such a big difference in how we feel. Nature isn't just decoration, it's a vital part of urban well-being. Cities designed around cars create their own unique stress patterns. Driving requires constant attention and quick reactions, and traffic jams add frustration and time pressure. Long commutes can make daily life feel rushed and overwhelming. In contrast, walkable environments allow for a slower pace and more predictable movement, which the brain finds less threatening. When people have choices, like safe crossings, good transit, and access to essentials, they feel more in control. This sense of control lowers stress, even when challenges come up. Urban design that offers flexibility and choice helps restore agency and calm the nervous system. One of the most powerful effects of urban design is how invisible it can be. People adapt quickly and may not notice that their environment is draining. But the body still responds, and small stressors add up over time. This slow accumulation can lead to burnout and irritability, even when there's no obvious cause. The source of stress often feels unclear, but it's woven into the daily experience of city life. Recognizing this hidden impact is the first step toward creating healthier, more supportive environments for everyone. Wrap up: urban design quietly shapes our daily stress by influencing how our brains interpret safety, effort, and control. Streets, noise, movement, and access to space affect the nervous system long before we notice. Stress isn't just something we manage inside. It's something cities can reduce or amplify through thoughtful design. When urban spaces support calm movement, sensory balance, and choice, daily life feels lighter and more manageable. Calm can be built into the environment, making well-being a shared outcome of good design. Thanks for joining this exploration of how our cities shape our minds and bodies.